What is up, YouTube? In today's video, we are talking about a concept called word of mouth 2.0. And it is my favorite way for small business owners to get more customers. And in today's video, I'm going to give you all the tactics and all the strategies that you need. And I think you will find it immensely valuable. So without further ado, we're diving right into it. I'm going to share my screen and show you guys everything that I got. Okay, word of mouth 2.0. Let's do it. This is how small businesses can thrive by adapting to the latest technology. So first and foremost, let's talk about traditional word of mouth. Traditional word of mouth marketing has been the most powerful type of marketing for small businesses for years, right? It is where a small business can grow by simply providing a great product or great service. They provide that great product, the customer goes home, they have an amazing experience, and they tell all their friends and family about it. And guess what? The business gets to grow and they get more customers and more referrals because they simply provided a great product and a great service. Now, it's funny to me because I speak with a lot of marketers, a lot of digital marketers specifically, and they always love to deny that word of mouth even exists, right? If someone says they grow with word of mouth, they're like, oh, that's not a real thing. You need to do Facebook ads. You need to do Google ads. You need to do this. And to me, it's kind of like denying gravity, right? You can't deny it because there are so many businesses out there that simply just grow with word of mouth. They don't even advertise and they're successful, right? Because they just provide an amazing product, an amazing experience for the customers. Their customers go out, they become raving fans, and guess what? The business grows. So in my opinion, word of mouth is the most powerful type of marketing. And what we can do and what we should do is instead of fighting it, we should leverage it, right? And we can use software now to make word of mouth happen. Because the biggest problem with traditional word of mouth is that most business owners leave it up to chance, right? They kind of just hope that it happens. And hope is not a strategy. This leads to unpredictability in the business. This leads to ups and downs, inconsistent growth. So instead of hoping that it happens, what word of mouth 2.0 is where you make it happen. You use software to get people talking about you more and get your happy clients speaking about you and giving you more referrals. And that's what I'm going to show you here today in these slides. And that is what we call word of mouth 2.0. Now, there are many benefits that come with this. Three main ones that come to mind is one is going to be more predictable growth in your business. Two is you're going to get to focus on what you do best, which is making your clients happy. And you're going to get rewarded for it. You're going to get more clients for making your clients happy. Pretty great thing, right? And then you're not going to have to worry about if customers are going to come in or not, right? Which is usually the most stressful part of running a business. Am I going to get new customers tomorrow? You're not going to have to worry about that anymore if you do this the right way. And then the third benefit is growth will compound and it's going to become easier with time. You're eventually going to have something called passive growth because eventually your customer base is going to be so strong and so big. You're going to have these raving fans, this army, this tribe of people that love you, and they're always going to be talking about you and they're always going to be bringing people in as long as you stay in front of them with the software strategy that I'm going to show you here today. Okay, so how do we achieve word of mouth 2.0? This is the process, all right? And we've tried to keep it simple for you by making it 3 C's. So you have consolidate, communicate, and capture. And over the next few slides, I'm going to explain exactly what these 3 things mean. So starting with consolidate. Consolidate is where you will simplify the software part of your business by bringing all of your marketing and sales into one spot. Okay, let me show you what this means. The first thing that you're going to consolidate is your opportunities. So wherever you're getting opportunities from should all flow into one central location. So whether it's someone filling out a form on your website or on a Facebook ad, it's a referral that you got, it's someone who called in, it's a walk-in, doesn't matter where they come from, they should all go into the same spot. So how we like to do it is we actually have a 2 pipeline system. So we have an opportunity pipeline, which is the first one that we're going to explain here today. And then I'm going to explain the next one in just a second. So the opportunity pipeline is what you can use to track where you are getting your customers from. So if you see here, there's different lanes for different things. So we have a website lead lane. This is where any website opportunities come from. This is a Facebook lead lane. So any of the Facebook leads will go here. SMS email leads. So if we send out text message blasts or let's say a newsletter email and we get anyone who's interested from that, they go here. Referral lead, walk-in lead. As you can see, this tracks the source from where these opportunities are coming from. and they're all in one central location to make it easy for you and your team to manage. Now, once you have this set up, you can drag these people to the appropriate stage. So if you follow up with them, if they don't answer, you would put them in the no answer column. If they do answer and you have to follow up with them, you drag them to follow up. And then if they book a meeting or book an appointment, you'd put them into the appointment booked. And that is really what the opportunity pipeline is all about. It's everything that happens prior to the appointment being booked. Okay. So you want to make sure that you get these leads, you get people that are interested, and then they turn into an appointment. And that's what this pipeline is for. What you are seeing here is a software that we really like to use. It's called High Level. That's the developer. We partnered up with them. We licensed their software. They're great. You can do this same system really in any CRM system that you have. So you can create any type of pipeline that you want. These are the stages that we would recommend doing it. And this is how we recommend doing it because it works really well. Okay, awesome. So the second pipeline that we have is what we call the fulfillment pipeline. And this is after an appointment is booked with a lead or with an opportunity, right? So once someone is booked into your schedule, this is what happens. They'll be moved to this pipeline. So you'll see they're going to be in the meeting book stage. Then once they purchase, you would drag them to purchased. So they purchase something from you. Then once they're fulfilled, so once the service is fulfilled, so once you've actually done the service for them, you would drag them to fulfilled. And what's really cool about this, which I'll show you in a little bit, is when you drag them to these different stages, you can automatically make things happen in your business, right? So if you drag them to fulfilled, they got your service. Now you want to request a review from them. You want to see how their experience was. So we would send them a text message, send them an email, asking them about their experience automatically, right? And then this creates a really good feedback loop in your business so that you know if your clients are happy, right? Or you know if they're not having a good experience and you have to improve your product, improve your service, right? So it's a pretty amazing thing. And eventually you'll have a bunch of happy clients in this lane. And then you know which clients are going to be much more likely to refer, which clients should you stay in front of, which clients should you talk to the most, right? And then if you also look at the feedback lane, you could figure out where you need to improve your product, where you need to improve your service. So this is all about consolidation. Pipelines is really the first step when it comes to consolidating your software. Have an opportunity pipeline, have a fulfillment pipeline. Now, moving forward, the next thing you want to consolidate is really like your conversations that you have with people, right? So if you have a tracking phone number, which is something I highly recommend, you can do that in the software that I recommended before. You can have a tracking phone number in there. And then what that will allow you to do is have all the conversation in a software for you and your team to look at and manage. So now all the conversations that you're having with opportunities and clients doesn't have to be on your own personal cell phone, right? You and your staff can all look at the conversation that has happened with each customer, with each lead. Not only can you see text messages in the same spot, but you can see emails there in the same spot. You can see call recordings in the same spot, which is a big reason why I like tracking phone numbers, because if you can get call recordings, you can see how your staff is doing on the phone. You can listen back to hear how you are doing, to get feedback. It's all about getting feedback, because feedback is what allows you to become better and make improvements, right? Awesome. And then another cool thing that you should consolidate is having your online scheduler in one spot. So with this, you can have an appointment setting thing right here, and you can schedule people in right into your calendar right then and there, right? And then they can get appointment reminders in the same spot, and you can see if they confirm their appointment. If they don't, you can send them all those reminders. It's really, really convenient and very easy to have this all in one place. Okay. And then there is the ability now with software to consolidate other things into the same place. So you can actually have your website in the same spot. You can have your online course, if you have an online course, in the same spot, your email campaigns, forms, surveys. There's so much stuff that you can have all consolidated now with the amount of software that's out there. And it's pretty amazing if you look at the direction that software is headed, how so many of these things are now adding features where you can have all-in-one marketing and sales tools. Cool. So second thing, so we have consolidate first. We've consolidated everything into one spot. Now we want to communicate. So communicate is all about automating communication with your clients and your new opportunities. And what this will lead to is getting more referrals, getting more 5-star reviews, and getting more conversions, right? So communication breaks down into two types of communication. So you have communication with your list, and then you have communication with new opportunities, right? Leads, people that aren't really customers yet. So I'm going to go through both of these, and I'm going to give you the exact scripts that we like to use. I think you guys will find a lot of value out of this. So communicating with your customer list is very, very important. Staying in front of them is what's going to make them refer more, right? So here are a few things that you should send to them. First thing, birthday workflows. Super underrated, and it is one of the best ways to stay in front of your list. Everybody has a birthday at least once a year. So now you're guaranteeing that you stay in front of them at least once a year with this campaign. So this is the script we like to send. It says something like this. Hey, Joe, it's Tyler with the massage place. We want to wish you a happy birthday. Your birthday's coming up. So for your birthday, we'd love to offer you 50% off a massage. You can extend this offer to a friend or family member if you want them to join you. That part's really important. And then it says, just reply, it's my birthday. If you want to claim this voucher, we hope you have a wonderful day. So this will get them coming back into our facility, right? Or them getting our service again, depending on what your offer is, but it can get them because you're giving them an offer. It also makes them feel good because you remember their birthday, and it gets referrals because you're telling them that they can extend this offer to a friend or a family member. So this strategy is super, super powerful. And you can automatically do this by simply just having people's date of birth in the software system, and it'll just do it automatically without even thinking about it. So beautiful thing, super overlooked, and most people don't do it. Okay, awesome. Second thing you should be sending, holiday and seasonal workflows. Okay, and you can do these like once a quarter. These can be like once every 3 months. You send it out to your whole list. You can send this to leads too. You don't have to just send this to customers. So you could say, hi, Joe, it's Tyler with the health center. I wanted to wish you a happy holiday and let you know that we are doing a special offer for the holidays that will get you, a friend, or a loved one of whatever the offer is, $49 hyperbaric oxygen therapy session. We do only have a few available. So if you or someone you know is interested, please reply yes to this text message to claim the offer. Okay, so similar concept. Always have some sort of an offer. That's the bait that's going to get people hooked. And then at the same time, clear call to action, and then also let them know that they can give it to a friend or a family member, because that's going to get you more referrals. All right, so you can do this for holidays. A lot of seasonal businesses do this. So like if you have, let's say, a power washing business and you operate mainly in the warmer months, right? If you're in like New York, I'm in New York, they'll do an early bird special, right? For in spring, they'll send out a message like early bird special, then an end of the year special. And they'll do one maybe in the center, like around Independence Day, around July 4th, right? So seasonal things, seasonal and holiday promotions give you another excuse to reach out to your list, which is very important to have some sort of reason for reaching out to them. Okay, cool. Next thing, and you kind of saw this in the pipelines I was showing you, where you can drag people to request a review from them. So once their service is fulfilled, we can automatically send them a review request. Now, the way we do it is pretty cool, because what it will do is it will avoid 1-star reviews. Okay, so how we do that is we keep the conversation in text. So we say, hi, Joe, it's Tyler with Scale Local. Thank you for being a client of ours. I'd love to know how your experience was. Please rate our service from 5 best to 1 poor by simply responding to this message. So now the key here is if they respond 5, we send them the review link. If they respond anything else, they get put in the feedback lane. And then we just reach out to them and see why they didn't have a 5-star experience, right? And that either way you win. If it's a 5, you're getting a 5-star review. If it's 1 to 4, you make your product and your service better. Beautiful thing, right? And then if they do respond 5, this is usually how we will say it to them. We'll say, awesome, thanks for the feedback. We'd really appreciate it if you shared this with others on our review page. If you do, we'll give you some sort of offer just to incentivize it if you want to give them an extra push next time you come in, and then we give them the Google review link. Okay, other things you can do with your list are the following. So bonuses, one thing we're doing right now is you can do handwritten card workflows. So there's actually a service called Handwritten. There's a lot of them, but Handwritten is one of the ones that we've used, and they have an open API. So one cool thing you can do with software is, let's say you drag someone to purchase, they become a new client. You can have this service. They have robots that handwrite cards, snail mail, right? And the robots will handwrite the cards and then automatically mail them to your new clients. And it's super cheap. It comes to like $3 per handwritten card with the postage and everything included. And that makes a huge difference in the amount of referrals that you get, because they just a first impression that your clients will not forget. They'll be like, wow, this guy literally took the time to write me a handwritten card. Pretty cool thing that you can do with software now for all your new clients. Okay. Another thing, newsletter, nurture workflow. Newsletters are pretty old school, but they are so important still today. Make sure as you grow your email list that with software, you're sending weekly emails out to people. Keep it valuable. Just give them as much value as you can. Stay in front of them. That's really the strategy with that, is just staying in front of them, staying on top of their mind. Because if you stay on top of their mind, once they're having a conversation with someone and that person needs your service, guess who comes to their mind? You, right? So if you're just staying in front of them, that is a major, major key. And that's why you definitely want to be doing newsletter and a nurture workflow to nurture your leads in your list. Okay, communicating more so with like fresh, hot leads that you want to convert into clients. There's a couple things you're going to want to do. You can do appointment setting workflows. You can do voicemail drops, and you can even do now an AI appointment booking bot. And this keeps getting more and more advanced with time. Now they're using like ChatGPT to actually have the conversation with leads to get them booked in. I'm going to show you a bot that we've used for a while to do this. This is like a conversation that it'll have with people, but this is just a test one. I took a screenshot for you guys, but basically it will say hi, their name. So hi, John, thank you for your interest in whatever the thing is that they're interested in. So let's imagine someone opted in on your website through a form and they said they're interested. Then it'll just say, do you want to reserve a spot? This person said yes. Then here are some of the available days. The cool thing with AI is it can look at your calendar and it can see all of your available days and all of your available times. And then it keeps the conversation in text, which is way higher converting because people don't really want to click a link to go to a calendar. This just makes it so much easier for them to book. So the booking resistance is way lower and they're going to be way more likely to book, right? So they said this date, it'll say here are the openings on that date. This person said 7:30. That time wasn't available. So it said, sorry, we were booked for the time you requested. Here are some openings though. Then they finally said a time that was available. Then they said, yes, that's available. Should we book it in? Yes. And then the AI goes and actually books it in to your calendar. So some really cool things are coming. This just continues to get more and more advanced with time. So I'd say definitely, if you have a business, keep a lookout for the AI things that you can do in your business. One being automating the appointment setting through text messages. Okay. Amazing thing to do. All right, moving forward, we've covered communicate, we've covered consolidate. Third thing here is capture. All right, third and final C, capture. So what this is all about is as people are talking about you, as they're talking about the service that you offer, they're looking online, okay? And what you need to do is you want to be the first person there that they see, and you want to be the one with the best reputation online that they see. So what capture is all about is improving your website visibility, and then also improving how much you convert when someone lands on your website, okay? Both super important. So a few things that you can do. First thing we like to look at is your website converting, right? This is what you should be looking at first, is a lot of small business owners, they get traffic to the site organically from Google without doing anything. But what happens is the people go to their site, they look at the homepage, they look around, and then they leave, and they don't give them their information. And that's a big problem. That's like trying to sail in a boat that has holes all in the boat, right? Your website has holes in it, and you're just losing potential opportunities. So really easy thing that you can do that will make sure this doesn't happen nearly as much, it's going to completely improve your conversion rate on your site, is simply putting an offer in front of people right on the site. There are so many small businesses that do not do this. This is such low-hanging fruit, and it's so easy to do. So the way we like to do it is we do it with a live chat that pops up, and it actually just communicates with people right when they get to the site. We love to do it this way. It's very subtle, and then people have a conversation with the bot, and then they give their information to the bot. So if you see here, it says new patient special. People click that. Then the bot tells them what the special is and asks for their name, phone number, email. Okay? If you don't have this type of bot, and you can just put a big offer on your site, on a big button on the site, right? Just say, get our new client special, get our new customer special, get 20% off, whatever it is, have an offer on your website. It is such low-hanging fruit, and it'll make such a big difference in your small business, okay? So that's the first step to capture. Second, two things here. One would be reputation management. We talked about getting reviews. It is essential. I can't push how much and how important reputation management is online. It is the way that people make decisions when they are buying things online. Okay. If your competitor has more 5-star reviews than you and they are above you, guess what? They're probably going to choose your competitor over you because they think that that person has a better service than you. Even if they don't, even if you only have 5 reviews because you just never ask for reviews and your competitor has 50, right? They're still going to win. Even if your service is better than theirs, it doesn't really matter. People shop this way. It's called social proof. This is how they look for social proof. Okay. So you can either adapt to it or you can die from it, honestly, by not doing it. So there's really not an option here. You need to do reputation management. You need to get as many 5-star reviews as you possibly can. And that will help with your social proof. And that will also help with your SEO, because with local SEO, a big part of local SEO is reviews. Which person has the most reviews, they're going to be shown above the other people. Okay. So super, super important is reputation management. Now, another thing with capture that most people don't do and most people don't talk about is what you can do with software is you can have missed call text back happen. So if people are on your listing and they're looking at your listing and they click call, right, and you don't answer, which is perfectly normal. Many small business owners are very busy and they don't have the time to always answer the calls that come in. But if you don't answer, guess what that person's doing? They're going to the next person on the list. They're going to the next listing, and that might be your competitor. And if they go to your competitor and they call them and they answer, guess what? You just lost the customer. So easy way to fix this. If you have a tracking number and you consolidate your software, what you can do is if someone calls and you missed the call, it can send them a text automatically when the call is missed that says, hey, sorry, we missed your call. How are you? How can we help? Right? And guess what? Now that person's not going to go and call your competitor. They're just going to have a conversation with your team in text. Really great way. It recovers so many deals. You would be so surprised. If you implement this, it's going to make you so much money. And it is so easy to implement a missed call text back. Okay. It's so easy to do. Make sure you do that. Such low hanging fruit. Okay. And then make sure you have your tracking number that triggers this missed call text back, not only on your Google listing, but also on your website and everywhere. Make sure that that is a tracking phone number. All right, cool. Last few things here, SEO related. There's a lot of things you can do with SEO. I'm just trying to give you a few things that you can capitalize on right now. Make sure your Google My Business is set up properly. This is an easy one. There's a ton of great YouTube tutorials on it. I'm not going to get into it here, but you can go watch a YouTube tutorial. They're like 10 minutes long, and make sure that it's set up the right way. It's going to make a huge difference in your business, especially for like local businesses and local SEO. That is such a big thing to do. Second thing that you can do that's really easy to do is use an SEO listing service. There's a good one called Yext. I recommend them. It's very affordable, very cheap, and it's pretty automated. Okay, you don't have to do anything. They do it for you. And then another thing, just to talk about the future of where things are going, what's really cool now is with software, a big part of SEO, which is how you show up on Google, is blogs, right? And the content on your website and the keywords on your website. And what you can do now, like you used to have to write blogs every single week. Now with AI, you can have AI write blogs. If you've never used ChatGPT, dive into that, right? Dive into using ChatGPT. There's ways to get it to just write you a blog post, and it could take you 5 minutes. And then you can just put that on your website every week, put a weekly blog post up with keywords that people are searching for. And now, guess what? Your SEO and your ranking on Google is going to be higher than your competitor. All right, awesome. So that's the third step, capture. Hopefully all this stuff is resonating with you guys, and it's a ton of value for you. So to recap, we have 3 steps to achieve word of mouth 2.0. All right, all pretty easy things to do. Consolidate, communicate, capture. Consolidate, communicate, capture. That is it. Hopefully you guys find this valuable, and hopefully you guys go and do this with your business and start to get some more clients from this strategy. Okay, that is a wrap. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I know today's video was a little more technical than my other stuff, but I'm just trying to keep it tactical, give you guys as much value as I can. If you thought it was a little too technical, let me know down in the comments. If not, let me know as well. Let me know if you found it valuable. If you did find this video valuable and you're not subscribed to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you did subscribe. And also if you did share this with a business owner who needs more clients. Hopefully this can help them too. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in another video soon.